The film begins with Riley preparing for a hockey match. Inside her mind, we see Joy, who is usually very excited. Riley talks to her friends, Bree and Grace, while her parents cheer her on. As soon as the match starts, Riley takes the puck and dashes forward at high speed. Joy welcomes Anger, who, as usual, is fired up, causing Riley to feel frustrated and score the first goal. Her parents cheer her on even more, and fear appears, ensuring all safety measures are in place, which leads Riley to save one of her teammates. When Riley puts on her mouthguard, she feels uncomfortable because it doesn't fit well, but she continues playing. She accidentally trips her teammate, resulting in a 2-minute penalty. This is where sadness steps in, making Riley feel guilty. Joy seizes the opportunity and starts telling us about what happened to Riley in the past year, explaining that Riley is a smart girl who knows how to cook and even feed stray cats. Her school honors her for her excellence, and of course, Riley is now 13 years old, entering her teenage years, and she's also wearing braces. Joy introduces us to Riley's new and old personality islands, which have become much stronger. Among these islands is the Friendship Island, which is very large. Joy explains that these islands reach deep into Riley's heart and form her core beliefs, such as her love for music or her dislike for studying. Joy tells us about a day when Riley was in class with her teammate Grace, and the donation bin fell, causing everyone to laugh at her. At that moment, Riley and her emotions were surprised by the appearance of her core memory, which led Riley to help Grace and get to know her. Bree also joined them, and since then, the three have become close friends, taking pictures together and joking around. At that time, the emotions discovered that when core memories come together, they create the best part of a personality. We return to the present with Riley, whose penalty time ends, and she returns to the match only to find that the opposing team has tied the score. The match is about to end, and her core memory lights up, inspiring Riley to cheer on Bree and Grace. She takes the puck, dashes forward at high speed, skillfully avoids the opponents, and passes it to Grace, who scores a goal in the final moments, winning the game. The crowd cheers for Riley, Grace, and Bree, and their friends hug them. Riley's family is incredibly proud of her, while the emotions are at their happiest, creating new memories. When Riley, Grace, and Bree leave the rink, they are congratulated by the coach of the Fire Hawks, a very famous team at their school. The coach tells them they played exceptionally well and invites them to a 3-day training camp. Riley and her friends are thrilled because all the members of the Fire Hawks will be present at the camp. Joy explains to the emotions that if they perform well and impress the coach, they'll be able to join the team. Of course.
Riley, Grace, and Bree agree to attend the camp, overjoyed. At night, Riley packs her things, and her parents celebrate her because she's leaving for the camp in the morning. At that moment, Riley remembers tripping her teammate and fears it might happen again, causing her to fail at the camp. However, her father tries to reassure her. Joy intervenes and removes these memories from her thoughts, allowing Riley to relax and interact with her parents, who bid her good night and let her sleep. Joy shows us the protection system she created to send memory mistakes to the subconscious, placing the memory of the match mistake there and discarding it. The emotions praise her for this brilliant idea. Later, they go to sort through memories, and Joy discards some of them again. She takes a specific memory and has Anger store the rest in long-term memory. Sadness asks Joy if she'll take this memory to the belief system, and Joy agrees, asking Sadness to come along because she's the only one who hasn't seen this system yet. They descend together in the elevator, and Sadness is amazed when she sees the beautiful threads of beliefs and the memories that form them. Joy explains to Sadness that Riley believes she's a kind, smart, and beautiful girl, and her parents are proud of her. Joy places the memory of celebrating with Grace and Bree by the river, forming a new belief thread. She explains to Sadness that all these beliefs together form Riley's core personality. At night, we see the 5 emotions asleep, but they're awakened by the blaring sound of the puberty alarm. Joy takes the alarm and throws it into the subconscious. Suddenly, headquarters changes, and workers begin modifying the place. Joy tries to ask them what's happening, and the foreman explains that they're expanding the space for what's to come. Anger gets annoyed because it's boring, but Joy calms him down, saying they have to endure the new emotions. Joy explains to Riley that these 3 days will determine her future at the annual school event. She tells Riley that her job is to plan her future and shows her various scenarios that could happen, such as not impressing the coach and failing to join the team, or not making new friends and ending up alone for the year. Joy doesn't like these ideas and says it's impossible for that to happen. Suddenly, the old woman who longs for the past enters, but anxiety tells her that Riley is still too young and sends her away. At that moment, Val takes Riley to the locker room and introduces her to the Firehawks team. When Val asks if she wants to sit with them, Anxiety is eager, but Joy refuses because there's no room for Bree and Grace. Riley thanks Val and explains that she needs to save spots for her friends. Later, Bree and Grace join, and Riley hugs them. Joy gets excited and has them take a selfie together while laughing. Suddenly, the coach enters, and everyone notices her. She yells at them, blaming them and repeating that she'll take everyone's phones. Of course, everyone feels upset and looks at Riley, who feels embarrassed. Despite this, Joy tries to fix the situation and follows Anxiety to the control panel. When Riley goes back to laughing with her friends, the coach gets even angrier and punishes everyone, explaining that today's training will be doubled. Because of what happened, the Firehawks blame Riley, and Joy is upset by her actions. They continue training all day, and during a break, Riley overhears the Firehawks talking about her, calling her irresponsible and saying she'll never join their team. Riley feels embarrassed and sad, and she starts crying. At that moment, Anxiety comes up with an idea and places it on the control panel, explaining to the emotions that if they win Val over, all their problems will be solved. Riley goes to Val, who's sitting alone, and Anxiety skillfully and quickly takes control of the panel, making Riley apologize in an impressive way. She explains that what happened was a mistake and thanks Val, who accepts the apology and comforts her. Val tells her they'll be splitting into 2 teams for training and asks Riley to play on her team. Of course, the emotions praise Anxiety for her actions. When Joy returns to the control panel, Anxiety stops her and explains that this was just a small part of her plan and that she needs to continue working with Riley to help her join the team and make new friends. Later, the coach asks everyone to choose which team they'll be on for the rest of the camp. Naturally, Bree and Grace expect Riley to join their team, but Anxiety insists she join Val's team. Riley doesn't move from her spot, and her core memory lights up. Joy explains to the emotions that since Riley promised her friends, she should play with them. Anxiety removes the core memory and argues with Joy, taking the memory and throwing it into the subconscious along with other mistake memories. She regains control of the panel and makes Riley join Val's team. Of course, Bree and Grace are confused by her actions, and Joy is furious, but Anxiety explains that she's creating a new core memory for Riley. Joy and the other emotions prevent Anxiety from going deeper into Riley's personality, so anxiety isolates them and explains that Riley is growing up and needs more advanced emotions and a new personality. The workers take joy in the emotions and lock them in a glass jar. Anxiety isolates them again and sends them downstairs to be imprisoned. Later, Anxiety and her companions go down to the belief system and place the memory that forms a new belief: if Riley joins the Firehawks, she won't be alone. This belief begins to shape her new core. We return to Joy and the emotions, who are taken to jail by the police. The guards explain that they'll be placed in the determination cell. As the story of Riley's journey comes to an end, we see her stepping onto the ice with her new teammates, ready to face the challenges ahead. The emotions, though still adjusting to the changes, work together to guide her through this new chapter of her life. Riley's determination, friendship, and growth remind us that life is full of ups and downs, but with the right support, we can overcome anything. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more inspiring stories like Riley's, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's continue this journey together. Click that subscribe button now.